Jameis to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. From the right hash, this from 53. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will knot us up at 10. So they come away from this opening drive in the 3rd quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job one, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And their 3-point halftime lead gone now, back to a tie game. But, Charles, I don't imagine that changes too much for this offense.
I would agree. I don't think it changes much at all, whether it's a 3-point lead or a tie game. They know they have their work cut out for them, and they were going to run their offense in the same vein. Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. After the run, Tannehill going to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Hopkins. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game. And he's got a 1st down. Running from the gun with Henry. Now he's free at the 35. He may go. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Titans are going to take the lead. He's been having a great game, and that one right there, his best run so far, and it ends with 6 points.
And not only that, in his mind, what is he thinking? Can I get to 200 yards as well? Because he knows he's closing in on it. He may not know the exact number, but the best runners have a feel of what the yardage is that they're compiling, and he knows that he's getting close to that 200-yard mark now.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. On play action, Winston. Downfield, and he's got Olave. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Didn't have a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Wait.
Second down, Winston. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Now Winston, he's going to audible to something else.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Sonic! 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Let's go.
Winston. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
They're going to try for it on 4th. Winston stays out there.
Flip it. Let's go.
Winston.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there.
Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Titans are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated Bruce. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other. Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Here is 3rd down and 4.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill.
This will go to Henry out wide.
He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line. He'll be hard-pressed to match that one. That a 65-yard punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory.
Ready?
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense. Gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs. really making a push for the end zone and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
And this offense on third down today, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Winston. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
Desperation time. Winston on 4th down. And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
I'm not sure I'm absolutely crazy about that play call there. I mean, it's only a one-score game, so is it really time to go bombs away and try and make a big play? I think you can take some underneath stuff and still move it downfield.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Running left, it's Henry. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
217 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Henry will score. Touchdown, Tennessee. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
On for the extra point is Folk. And the lead is up to 14.
Makes the score Titans 24, Black Knights 10.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Down and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. To throw, Winston. And this one is incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Winston. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
He lets it go deep for Olave.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Kevin Byard. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Well, down 2 scores in the 4th quarter. It maybe wasn't quite desperation time, but it was getting close. And that interception there on the deep ball, that probably slams the door on their chances.
And maybe that was the thought process, that it wasn't quite desperation time. So now you take the shot before they're going to lay back any farther on defense. Go ahead and throw it downfield. Unfortunately, it didn't work.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail by 2 scores in the 4th, and their defense did its job getting the fumble recovery. Time to see what this offense has left in the tank. And they're going to speed things up here.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Play fake. Winston. Open man left side. Shaheed has it. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Off the play fake, Winston. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked up by Amani Hooker. And the Titans will take over here just shy of the 30. Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been... impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
All right, I don't want to get too poetic here where they talk about, the eyes being the windows of the soul. You know what else the eyes do? They see the open spaces on a field, and those eyes carry your legs to those spots, and that's what happened on that play. He saw an opening and went and got it.
But he really hasn't ran the ball all game. 4th quarter here, need a big play, able to pick it up. So whatever the eyes saw and created, it worked. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2 things to watch. First, his strength and being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again and end up tackling him behind the line of scrimmage.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here.
Okay, ready?
The last 2 plays, each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12.
Ready?
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Henry's got it out on the left side. And now defensively they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready?
This is 1st and 10.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And got his man. Complete. Touchdown. K.J. Hamler. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Black Knights have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this. I know you are, too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining.
Come on.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that third timeout would have really helped here.
Yeah, another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
Well, the offense has had a big day. He's been great running the football, but I don't think anybody liked that last result.
No, they didn't like the last result at all, but they have to look at it in total, don't they? They've had a big day running the football. You take an occasional loss or an occasional bad play along the way, but all in all, they have to like what they've done.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And his throw is incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Willis. That is caught. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle at the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball caught free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Here's 3rd and 10.
On third down, Henry. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Ready, go. Let's go.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for week one and one of our early window games here in week one on a